Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is George. I go by Jay the Cyborg. And if this is your first time joining me, I do reviews on men's products, primarily pomades. So if you have that interest, well, go ahead and subscribe. I've actually had this product for a couple months. I've been dying to talk about it. It's going to be Bonafide's traditional pomade. Now, if you're not familiar with Bonafide, it is a company from Santa Ana, California. They've been around for several years, and they're primarily known for their gel-type pomades, which I have reviewed in the past. So if you wanted to check those out as well, I'll put links at the end of the video. Now, like I said, they are known for the gel-type pomades, so this is their traditional or oil-based pomade debut, and today we'll be looking at how their first oil-based pomade performs. Now, taking a closer look here, you do have Bonafide's standard label here. They're very kind of classic 60s looking label. It does have the Wear the Crown tagline, and it is a 4-ounce product, and we do have some ingredients and some directions as well. They talk a little bit about the product. I do like the simplicity of it. I've always thought that their look was very classic, and I've always liked that about it. And this, of course, and I can see why they would just continue that trend, since this goes in uniform with all their other pomades. Now, inside the jar, we do have a very thick blue, almost translucent pomade there, but it's very easy to take out of the container as well, even though it does seem thick. Now let's go ahead and jump into the specs. I will start with the application. The application is fairly easy for an oil-based pomade. You will have some grip, you'll have light pulling, but nothing really too tough. As thick as it looks, it does come out of the container fairly easy. It actually emulsifies or heats up fairly quickly as well. So it's a very convenient product on that aspect. Even though this is a heavy pomade or a heavy hold pomade, I would consider it more of a medium hold pomade. It's strong enough to get your hairstyle on there, but you won't notice any real thick, it won't be a real thick hold, but it does provide what I would consider more than enough hold by being medium. The weight is actually kind of surprising. It's a very lightweight product. It doesn't feel like a very heavy product like it says it, which is a very good thing, because the lighter the hold is, the more volume you can get. It does feel lighter in your hair, so it doesn't really weigh it down. You don't lose a lot of the control on your hair. You do get more control when a product is light, since you can really get that volume you were looking for, and it kind of stays there since it doesn't weigh down your hair. Now, the shine is a high shine as soon as you apply it. Throughout the day, it does become a little bit more medium, a little bit more natural. As you can tell, I've been using this product for a couple hours, and you don't have that glossy shine, but you do have a decent, more natural medium shine. The scent is a cedarwood and vanilla scent, so it's very manly. It's a little bit of a sweet tone to it. I really like it. It somewhat reminds me more of a cologne, and it really fits well with a night out. I would rate it a solid 8. Now, with the specs out of the way, let's talk a little bit about my thoughts. Overall, I feel like Bonafide thought this out very well and came out with a product that is somewhat surprising. One of the biggest things that I like about it, one of the best things I like about it, is how clean and dry it feels. And what I mean by that is that a lot of the companies or pomades that come out with petroleum are very oily, very greasy. You think about your Murray's, for example. They've gotten kind of a bad rep when it comes to that. Now, in this case, it does use that main ingredient. However, with other ingredients and their mixture, their formula, they've created something that feels very grippy when you first apply it. It feels grippy when you first apply it. It's very thick, and it feels like a very standard heavy hold pomade. However, about 15 minutes after you've applied it, it does start settling in, and your hair basically absorbs it, and it feels very light, very clean, not greasy at all, and your hair feels very natural, to the point where sometimes I felt like I could have used another scoop or two. So there is a slight learning curve to that, but it's a very good thing in the sense that you don't always want that really thick feeling in your hair all the time. Now, if you're used to using gel type pomades and then you use this product, you will still notice a slight residue left over, but compared to a lot of the old school kind of thick, heavy, greasy pomades, this really does a lot better, and I thought that was a great execution by Bonafide. Especially here in the summer months, you don't want a greasy, oily pomade that just sweats into your face. You don't want running down your face. But overall, I really do feel like Bonafide really did a good job with this pomade. I'm gonna give it a weekend product rating, since of course you can use it more for going out, more for a special occasion. But to be honest with you, I think this is really in that gray area where if someone says they wanted to use it on a daily basis, I think it's perfectly fine because it's not greasy, it's not troublesome, it's very convenient for an oil-based pomade. Of course, to be clear, I did purchase this with my own money. They did not send that to me, but what they did do is they were nice enough to send me over some goodies, some merch, some t-shirts, and they've actually been killing with the t-shirts, to be honest with you. I got one with, I think it's the Wolfman at the barber shop. There's some other ones that look more anime, and I think that one looks really cool as well. So there's definitely some cool t-shirt and gear that they have, as well as some pins, and you guys can always check them out if you are interested on that. I am really looking forward to like a different label. As you guys know, I really like their last pomade that they came out, their summer pomade or summer edition pomade. I just love the way that label looked. It was so creative, and I feel like their standard label, and I feel like I want to see more of that. And I talked about it in that video. I put it a link. I feel that it was somewhat of a missed opportunity, but I understand why they would have just put their standard label on it. So here's my hope that they do make a limited edition oil-based pomade or a summer edition oil-based pomade or something where it has that same creative spirit and that same creative vibe. Now that's it for me today, guys. I actually had to reshoot this. I lost power earlier, so hopefully I didn't miss anything. If if I did, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I always talk about more there if you want to know more information. I really appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you in the next video. Get this full over here. Can you stop snoring in my video? If you guys heard snoring, that's Crosby, and he says he's very sorry.